Covering news where you live. This is 5 News.
Well, thank you for joining us here on this Friday for the latest news and weather where you live. I'm Joe Ellison.
And I'm Tiffany Lee. After a days-long manhunt, the man suspected of 4 homicides in multiple states is now in police custody. Stacey Lee Drake right there was arrested in Morrilton on Thursday after authorities found a car linked to him abandoned at a hotel. Investigators believe that Drake ended up in Morrilton in that stolen vehicle.
The Sequoia County District Attorney's Office has filed 3 felony charges against him from the murder of 2 victims. Court documents show he walked into LaFerry's propane Tuesday outside of Sallisaw and was caught on surveillance video leaving in that victim's car. Those documents also revealed the names of the 2 victims, Tara Barnett Underwood and Taylor Sharp, both with apparent gunshot wounds. Well, today the father of Tara Underwood continues to speak out after her death.
He says the last 2 days have been a blur as he grieves the loss of his daughter, who he says was so full of life. He spent time sitting inside Coco and Pop Pop's karaoke bar, remembering her. It's a place that she loved.
I don't really have words how emotionally strained I am. I've cried a million tears, maybe a couple 55-gallon drums of tears since this.
Well, Barnett says his heart also goes out to the other families who have suffered from these killings.
And Neil Mehta, the Fort Smith man who pleaded guilty last October to owning destructive devices and thousands of illegal guns, was sentenced to 4 years in prison. Federal agents searched his home in January of 2023, finding more than 3,100 illegally imported firearms.
Federal prosecutors say these were illegal because of the size of the magazine capacity and missing required engraving marks. Investigators say Mehta avoided agents with a car ride out of town from a neighbor and with help from family, leading to a 6-day manhunt. Well, if you'd like to read about those charges, you can visit our website. We have an article there at 5newsonline.com.
Now let's send it over to Zach with a check of the weekend forecast.
Hey ladies, we got another hot one coming up for your Friday. We've got temperatures near 90 degrees for northwest Arkansas. That's where we've been the last couple of days overall. You're heading out this evening. We'll drop to the 80s and the 70s by late evening. Hotter day for us in the River Valley. We're going to be right back up around 93 degrees. Widespread low 90s expected. Warmer evening, dropping through the 90s, the 80s, and then we'll fall into those 70s by midnight. So a warmer night for us. It is now in the back half of June. So as you would expect, we've got the heat here and it's cranking up for us as we go into the weekend. Feels like temperature's not really an issue, low to mid 90s overall across the area for your Friday, but we bump it up as we get into Saturday. Saturday will feel more like the mid to upper 90s for northwest Arkansas. It'll feel closer to around 100, 101, maybe even 102 degrees. So some triple digits showing up in the River Valley Saturday. We should see more widespread triple digit feels like temperatures on Sunday. It'll feel more like 100 to 101, 102 northwest Arkansas, 105 to 107 on Sunday. Sunday, though, we could start out with a few scattered showers in mainly northwest Arkansas. We'll be watching that and some more rain chances as we go deeper into next week.
All right, thanks for that, Zach. Well, an independent short film called Critical Hit is filming right here in Arkansas. It's a fantasy sci-fi movie that focuses on the theme of friendship and teamwork.
5 News reporter Rachel Williams was on the set for this film and has the latest on it. Rachel, what did you learn?
Good morning, guys. Half of Critical Hit was filmed in Bigelow, Arkansas, and the final parts were filmed this week in Van Buren. Cast members on set describe it similar to Stranger Things, but with Dungeons and Dragons. Take a look. Short film director Levi Smith has been working on this movie for the past 2 years. He says to him, it's important filming took place in the natural state.
Arkansas is a really, really beautiful place with a lot of great places to shoot, a lot of great places to film movies, and a lot of the time it often gets overlooked. We want to make sure that film is appreciated in Arkansas, and even in a small place like Van Buren, my hometown, we want to make sure that people know you can film a really great movie here.
The film is about 4 characters in a fantasy world with skeletons while trying to fight them off.
And they're trying to save the fantasy world of Avondale. The catch is that none of it's actually real. It's all just a D&D game. So it's 4 kids around a table, and so half of this movie is in real life with all these 4 kids, and then half of it is in the fantasy world with a bunch of people with chainmail, and they're out here with swords and everything, but they're talking like teenagers.
Not only is this movie filmed in Arkansas, but the entire cast and crew members are all local talent.
There are so many talented people in Arkansas that a lot of people don't know about, that a lot of people haven't discovered yet, or that a lot of people just aren't looking for. What we really wanted to do was stick to Arkansas talent when we could.
If you get the chance to watch the short film, the message Smith wants you to know is it's about coming together while building a friendship.
All of this production design, all of these skeletons, all of these decrepit soldiers, all of these fantasy characters with swords, it all leads back to this is a story about teamwork, friendship, forgiveness, brotherhood. There's all kinds of themes we can play with, especially with those kids that are playing the game.
Production for the movie is ending today. The director does plan to submit this film to an Arkansas Film Festival, but is still deciding on which one. Rachel Williams, 5 News.
All right, thanks so much for that, Rachel. Well, thank you for joining us here for the latest news and weather where you live.
Catch us right back here on Monday. Have a great day.